What's up, brochachos? It's your boy Tanner Wideman of BarbarianBody. Today I've got for you a gruesome chest and triceps gym workout routine. This is gonna help you to add some muscle mass, help you to add some size. Let's get straight into it. As always, timestamp is down below to get you straight to the exercises. Now, I need to make mention of this here. We're only gonna be doing 2 exercises for the chest and 2 exercises for the triceps. This is actually what I personally do. As opposed to selecting 3 or 4 exercises per muscle group, what I focus on doing is increasing the time under tension for each and every single repetition that I do. So you'll notice a lot of slow eccentrics, isometric holds, and really high intensity peak contraction. This is what allows me to get away with only doing 2 exercises for each and every single muscle group. Now let's get straight into it. All right, we're kicking off this workout here with some incline dumbbell bench presses. Now you notice what I just did there. I just retracted my scapula so I could neutralize my shoulders, roll them back, and minimize their roll, and maximize the role that my pecs are gonna be able to play. Now, another thing too, when I'm performing this, why I'm performing the incline dumbbell bench as opposed to a flat bench, because for most guys, and even for myself, the most lagging area on the chest is the upper pecs, the clavicular head of the pec. So that's why I tend to focus on it at the very beginning, prioritizing weaknesses. So you'll notice me do that here. I'm retracting my scapula right about there. And another thing that I'm also doing, I'm not focusing on arching my back for this. Too many guys arch their back when they're trying to perform this, and all it does is it brings your stomach upwards, and it kind of puts your body into a way more flatter stance so that you're not getting as much targeting on the upper head of the pec here. I'm only on about a 45-degree angle, and you'll also notice, as always, big theme recently, because I know it works, 1, and number 2, because of how effective it's been for me, eccentrics. 1 to 2 seconds coming down for each and every single repetition. And when I'm bringing those dumbbells up, I'm contracting my pectoral muscles. That's what I'm focusing. I'm focusing on squeezing them as hard as I possibly can. And that's actually why I bring the dumbbells up towards each other as well, to get some adduction of the arms while I'm bringing those dumbbells together. This really maximizes the amount of roll and activation I get out of the pec muscles. All right, very next exercise, we're getting some cable chest flies. 4 sets of 15 repetitions. Now I want you to focus on a couple of things here. First and foremost, I am doing a nice isometric hold at the peak of the contraction there, when my hands are together. I'm not just bringing my arms there, I'm focusing on squeezing my pecs as hard as I possibly can for about a half of a second. And then I'm bringing those arms back pretty damn slowly as well. About a 1 second negative. Again, focusing on contracting the pecs, and this is really helping me to stimulate a lot of hypertrophy in the pec muscles. You also notice I'm not swinging my back and getting spinal flexion to help me get the weight. That's because this is a suitable weight. If you find that you have to get spinal flexion and throw your back into it on each and every single repetition, it's because you simply are using way too much weight. Here's another thing that I've been focusing on. Not bringing my arms too far back. You'll see I'm bringing them back to only about a horizontal. I tend to break that just a little bit. I've learned recently that a lot of the reasons that I've had shoulder injuries in the past is because I'm bringing those arms just too far back. And it really stretches out the ligaments and the tissue that are inside of the shoulder joint. So I try not to break that too infrequently. Sometimes I do, but for the most part, I'm really focusing on not doing that. Throughout the whole motion here, focusing on contracting my pecs as hard as I possibly can. That's your ticket to massive pecs. All right, to begin our triceps portion of this workout, we're gonna be getting some overhead cable extensions here. Now, because of the position of our arms right here, we're gonna be able to hit the long head of the triceps because that runs through your shoulder joint. And this head is the biggest, so that's why I prioritize it at the very beginning of each workout. Now, we're keeping those elbows nice and tight to the head. You do not want those things flaring out there. Keep them tight and allow you to really target the triceps. And also, notice my 1 to 2 second eccentric or negative. That's the portion where I'm slowly lowering the cables right there, and this really stimulates a ton of hypertrophy. As you can see in my face right there, I am really focusing on getting a nice full stretch, bring my arms down for a full range of motion. You want to focus on not getting spinal flexion and using your body to help you push the cables forward. If that's the case and you have to use your back to help you lift the weight, then you just simply need to lower it, okay? We want to focus on getting as much of a contraction of the triceps as possible. 4 sets of 12 repetitions, and we're on to the very next exercise. Okay, now to finish off the workout, we're going to be getting some single arm cable extensions. Now, because of the position that our arm is going towards, we're bringing that hand towards our outside pocket right there. We're going to be able to hit the lateral head. We've already hit the long head with our overhead cable extensions right here. So this is really going to target that outer portion of the horseshoe of the triceps. Now, you'll notice that I'm bringing my arm, I'm really focusing on trying to just stop at 90 degrees, because as soon as you decrease that angle in your elbow there and you bring the hand a little bit higher, it tends to take a lot of the tension off of the tricep. So I'm always focusing on that. Again, 1 to 2 second eccentric. And when I'm at the bottom there, I'm squeezing that outer head of my tricep as hard as possible. I can do this because I've developed a mind muscle connection. For those of you guys who do not have that quite yet, what you can do is actually poke on the outer head of that triceps and just poke on that while you're doing your cable extension right there. That's what's going to be able to help you to develop this. And by developing it, you are really going to be able to maximize the growth out of your triceps, and well, pretty much every muscle group as well. So there you guys go, an absolutely nuts chest and triceps gym workout routine. Now I need to make mention, if you guys enjoy workouts like this, then you might be interested in either my 14-week physique sculpting program meant to get you cut while building lean muscle mass, or my 14-week mass building program that's made to get you to build the most amount of muscle mass that you possibly can. If you are interested in that, links are down in the description. It's priced ridiculously fairly. The programs are monsters. These are exactly the routines that I personally use to carve a lean and sculpted physique. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, then be sure to give your boy a like down below, and also be sure to subscribe for weekly workout tips and nutrition tips that you will not want to miss. Thank you so much for joining me, you guys. I will see you in the next video.